be fair, we have been telling y'all we need gun control in this country. I mean, I'm just saying. Now, look, Trump's ear got Mike Tyson by a bullet. Everybody's trying to figure out what the hell's going on, dude. We're all sitting there. Before anything came out, I was sitting there like, man, I've never been a conspiracy theorist, but if they start saying that this shooter was a trans migrant Marxist with a drug problem, I'm going to be in my basement with tacks and red string tomorrow, right? But no, as it turns out, the lone wolf shooter was a conservative gun nut with an AR. Who'd have thunk it, right? But that doesn't stop speculation. No, you still got the conspiracy people like, oh, he's definitely undercover Antifa from Portland. You see how skinny he was? That's wheatgrass. I rest my case. So people are like, maybe he's so conservative he feels betrayed by Trump over the Project 2025 thing. I'm like, dude, you're telling me there's a right-wing contingent who hates Trump because he ain't fascist enough? Somebody shoot me, man. Lord. But maybe that ain't it. You know, maybe he saw the recent accusations against Trump and decided to take that whole kill all pedophiles thing y'all are always saying to heart. Look, and I know that when y'all say that, you really just mean queer people and patriot pedos are fine with you. But, you know, maybe he didn't get the memo. You know what I mean? Maybe he did love Trump. Maybe he was obsessed with him. Maybe he tried to John Lennon his ass. Maybe, just maybe, the 20-year-old would-be assassin was not entirely stable. Like, that one old boy shot Ronald Reagan because he wanted to take Jodie Foster to the prom or whatever. Like, who the hell knows? But what you do know is they're going to blame the left for it. They already are. They're like, look, the left's constant rhetoric about how dangerous the right is and fascism, that's what led to this. What? Okay, so, all right. Paul Pelosi, Gretchen Whitmer, January 6th. Y'all do these things, then turn them into bumper sticker jokes. And because we're alarmed by that, we're at fault. Okay, it'd be like your hard-living uncle's cardiologist telling him, listen, your reckless approach to diet and lifestyle is going to have disastrous results. Then he has a heart attack and wakes up like, oh, I'm supposed to just believe my doctor somehow just knew that was going to happen, huh? Okay. But the one thing we can all agree on, don't know what the hell the Secret Service was doing beforehand. It's like, sir, you know that singular elevated vantage point well within range? Should we secure that position? Nah, too obvious. Now cross your arms and stare at minorities. We got a job to do. I don't know. But look, either way, he's fine. He's fine. He got a little less lobe now, but he's fine. And everybody's glad. Everybody's glad. We're glad. We didn't want him to die. Look, y'all already treat this dude like Jesus Christ. If he got literally martyred, the t-shirts alone would make this country unlivable, okay? We're glad. Some people are worried, oh, it's going to boost Trump's numbers. I don't know. You know his team is counting on it. You know his team is behind closed doors right now. Like, sir, this could be just what we needed to finally corner the black vote. We had the basketball shoes. We had the arrest. Now you've been shot. We're thinking rap single, lock it down. You know they're talking about it, but I don't know. He's still the same guy. You know, he's got plenty of time to prove that to people, too. He's got plenty of time to remind people that he's not some hero savior just because he got shot. No, he's an incompetent, narcissist, felonious, abusive creep fraud who also got shot, right? Ignoring the former just because of the latter would be like hiring Jeffrey Epstein to babysit because he survived a mugging one time, all right? No, the options are the same. The stakes are the same. Job's the same. See y'all in November, all right? More on this in a second, YouTube, but let's take a look at how the media is talking about this crazy, crazy story. All right, we're here on Ground News' website. They also have a mobile app and Chrome extension. You can see we're talking about Trump attends RNC one day after attempted assassination. Right, you can see on here they got the breakdown of all the different articles that are out there. And before you even click, you can compare these headlines. You can sort by bias. I've got it on the right-leaning bias. You see they're all emphasizing that Trump apparently talked about embracing unity, the importance of unity after his attack. You sort it by left bias, and you don't see as much talk about what Trump said. It's more just straightforward. Trump is at the RNC. He's speaking there, but what did he say? They leave it out. Maybe they had a different takeaway from the speech than that. Maybe they're not trying to pump him up as much. There's different reasons these outlets have for reporting things differently, and you can get insight into that on Ground News. Ground News is a startup and service that aims to combat bias in the media by adding context and transparency to all the news you consume. You can see how they do that, right? You can see the degree of factuality, the bias of the outlet, the ownership group before you even click the link in the first place. It's a whole new level of insight. Be good for those people in your family who don't even keep up with the news, because when that person sees something from like the Babylon Bee or the Onion or whatever, they just think they might as well see Walter Cronkite say it. You know, they don't know no better. But on this, you can't help but glean more information from the news you're reading right off the bat. It might help people avoid those rabbit holes. Speaking of rabbit holes and bubbles, one of my other favorite features on Ground News is the blind spot feature. They show stories that are not being covered on either side of the political spectrum right now, so you could step outside of your own bubble a little bit. See, right now on the left, not as many on the left talking about a House Democrat saying, we are resigned to a second Trump presidency. Maybe they're not talking about it because they're not overly appreciative of that sentiment, which I certainly understand, but it's a good glimpse into the other side. It's nice to step outside your bubble every now and then, and that's just one of the many features you can get on Ground News. So if that sounds good to you, click the link in the description below, scan the QR code, do whatever you want to check out Ground News today. You can try it for free, or you can get 40% off their highest tier Advantage program. That's right, Ground News is a subscription-based service, which means you ain't got to worry about ads, that scourge of online life. Listen, y'all, it's 2024. The election draws more and more near. It's never been more important. Push back on the bias and BS. Try Ground News today. All right, YouTube, man, we're back, man. Now, that was the craziest damn thing I'd ever seen. I was 15 minutes from a comedy show starting in Tulsa, Oklahoma. The owner walks in and says, Trump's been shot. And that's all he says, and that's all he knows. But at first, we're like, what? No. Is he into WWF again or something? Like you're talking, this is some kind of prank. What are you talking about? Everybody pulls out their phones. Everybody in my audience is on their phones. I get it. Goddamn former president's been shot. What are you going to do? Then you look it up and you're like, oh, okay, he got grazed. What's going on? Speaking of WWF, is this a blading thing? Is this a setup? No, surely not. I'm not that crazy. Some people are going with it. I understand why. But then you know, everything's going through your mind. Like at first, when I first saw it, I was like, I don't know. I mean, this is a Trump rally. It could just be an accident. You know what I mean? Like, who knows? Maybe Trump was up there like, I'd rather fight a shark than a Mexican. And one of his supporters got a little too fired up, started Saudi prancing shots off in the air, like celebratory shots, you know, got a little wild with it. Who knows? Like, I had all kinds of stuff racing through my head. And then gradually you make more and more sense of it, and you just become concerned about what it means going forward. I am concerned about that. Don't get me wrong. The response, I hope there's not much of one. There's already been the threat of a response, and I'm particularly terrified already. I don't know if y'all saw it. Kid Rock, yes, America's own Kid Rock, perhaps the most patriotic of all patriots, said he made a video where he just pointed at the screen and said, if you fuck with Trump, you fuck with me. And I don't like the implications of that. I find it truly terrifying. Because as soon as I saw that, I was like, oh no, he's going to rip off another Skinnerd riff and try to Toby Keith some bullshit country jam out of this. That's what's going to happen, and I can't handle that. I can't handle a world where back in Nashville, back in my old stomping grounds, his bar and grill downtown, you got people cosplaying as rednecks from Ohio in there a couple years from now, swinging American flags back and forth, singing along to that song. Fucking who knows what it's going to be. No, they took their shot, now I'll take mine. Let's raise a glass, because Trump is fine. You know, whatever the hell. And it's like, dude, you know, I'd almost just rather democracy end than live in that way. You know what I mean? I'd rather just not even be in America than in America where that exists. That's how much I don't want that to happen. If nothing else, if we can all be spared the horror of Kid Rock's musical response to this, then I think we will find a way to make it through. I guess that's what I'm saying. Listen, thank y'all for watching. I appreciate it. We'll put the things up here. There's my special damn boy. Got another one coming for y'all in the near future, I do believe. That's the plan. Then there's the circle. You subscribe to the channel. Thanks to y'all that are still here. I appreciate it. And you can get all these videos on my podcast and stuff, and then some other things I'm doing. And then lastly, the other circle, TreyCrowder.com. Get linked or ticket links for upcoming tour dates. I'm a stand-up comedian, as I mentioned. It's a lot of fun. I think you'll like it. If you like these, you come and see me if I'm near you. Either way, you keep watching these. I'll keep making them. I love you like chicken. See you. Bye.